It goes down for Williams.
That could be bad for Indiana because he'll start thinking he can do it on every trip.
Well, he took a three that Crean probably didn't love, but that one is matched at the other end, though. It's a 2 for Briscoe.
A little hesitation. The big guy. Sprint to the 10. Rewarded.
Ulis. Briscoe comes in, and
they got a hit on the head on that one. They didn't play. Cross screen and then a pop by him.
Here's Murray. One bounce and launch.
Oh, you got to get that.
Willis had it for a moment.
A foul. That's
and
a
basket counts. Briscoe.
The last one looked pretty good.
He's going their way here. A little tip on the rim. It seems like they're going to do a lot of you play out of the timeout.
Right to Briscoe. Warney was 16 points, 13 rebounds, and now 7 out of 15 from the field.
Jim, you know we're going to have some game because Kentucky and Indiana are playing at their best right now. It should be a heck of a basketball. Grant and I are convinced that you had some influence.
I know.
Just let the public know the way you carry.
Not accuse me of that one. But I'm happy it fell this way.
Me too.
You know?
And what I love is the excellence, the level that they're both playing.
Well, here's the thing. If they weren't, to me, underseeded, both of them, I think you're looking at a very strong chance they both would have been in the Sweet 16. That's the one thing that's a shame. It both could have been good enough.
And nobody could have argued either.
Briscoe.
Now, if he can do that.
He's such an inspiration to so many kids. Ulis, see kids out there under 6 feet saying, no, we can play.
Briscoe inside. That's what he does well.
He really does.
It's Ulis and Willis, Briscoe, Labissiere, and Murray on the floor. Remember, Labissiere picked up 2 early fouls, much like he did yesterday. Briscoe, extra step maybe. Boy, you can hear a pin drop in here right now. It's a 6-point Texas A&M lead, biggest of the half.
Turn back in that zone, that 2-3 zone. Big opening right there where the logo is SEC, right open at that foul line. I would slash somebody in that foul line area. And there it is, right there is an opening. Thank you.
Again, Briscoe inside.
He really beat Poitras in a one-on-one scenario right there. Good first step. He and Jones have great first steps.
Briscoe trying to answer on the other end and done. House, can he score again? Another 3. He knew that one was off the mark. He almost followed it in with a rebound. And now Poitras goes right into the A&M bench to save it for Kentucky.
Look at that hustle on the floor.
Murray got it to Ulis. Ulis to Briscoe. Briscoe scores and 1. Could end it right now. They wouldn't be going to Athens until sometime tomorrow night. Gaines missed from the right side from three-point land, and here comes Briscoe. Gaines went up to try to block it. It went in anyway.
Well, that's what he does.
He has a little bit of a limp, but he did go over to Mark Fox, and Mark Fox said, you want to go back in? And of course, he said yes. Mark Fox said, let me see you run up and down a little bit. So he did. We'll see what happens.
Briscoe on a drive and a good one and a foul. Right back to Ulis for the lead. Not that time. Briscoe. Yes, that time.
That's a big-time offensive rebound. Everywhere you go, you see blue, 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 and blue. I certainly credit to Mark Fox the great job they've done on Murray in the second half. His only points were on the free throw line. He scored there. They're taking away his looks.
Briscoe going to try to drive on Frazier. Muscles it in there and scores.
He's made some big.
Because if you don't make the steal, A picked up the foul. If you don't get either, Tyler Ulis is putting the pressure right on the defense.
Elbow tap shot by Briscoe.
Beautiful timing by Quarterman. Usually there's a guy in the front who makes that happen, though. Another bad pass there.
Yes. Briscoe. And Simmons lets him go unimpeded.
Out on the perimeter again. Here's Quarterman. That's off the mark. Jamal Murray with the rebound. Jumper, Briscoe.
Briscoe's a guy who's coming on for Kentucky.
Go first half. Nice. Wow. Ulis put back. Nope.
He's trying again. Well, there's only one guy jumping out there, and it's Briscoe.
Player, Brad. He's got some good skills. Transferred, came from South Florida. I think we're going to have a good one here tonight, buddy.
Murray.
He crushed them last time. First game they played 35. He made 8 threes, Mr. Murray.
8 out of 10 threes in that 35-point performance, and they're just...
Those teams all can end up tied, especially if North Carolina gets beat. But if they win, they solve the problem.
Murray trying to get it to Poitras. Picks up the loose ball, though, and gets it back to Ulis. And now it's Briscoe.
So when Briscoe starts making
The bench, he wants to stay in this game.
he loves playing, Shannon. He loves playing.
Is Briscoe. Not a drive, and a good one it is. He's got 6.
That's a big-time Kentucky team. This is not one of the Kentucky teams that we've seen become accustomed to under John Calipari. When you think about the Anthony Davis team, you think about certainly John Wall's team, you think about last year, Carl Anthony Towns and company.
38 straight to start the season before the...
Since that point, as Luke Cornett misses a little baby hook shot. This is Murray into the corner to Briscoe. With 2.5 gone by. Briscoe attacking glass. Here at Memorial Gym in Nashville. But a 3-hour drive from Lexington as Roberson. Now they're knocked away, and then Kentucky at the other end with... Pride wanted to travel. Boy, what a great atmosphere here at Memorial Gym. For those basketball fans that haven't been here, one of the great venues, such a unique setting. Elevated floor, benches on opposite baselines here. This is Briscoe, able to slither inside. Cornett got a piece. Briscoe on a massive 3 to give Vandy a 4-point lead. One tie, 4 lead changes. Briscoe answers.
Taylor again is going to try to drive, and he'll kick it back outside to Coleman. He takes a 3 that's not even close. Murray draws a double team. Leaves Briscoe wide open, and he hit the jumper. Crazy ones tonight, but that one helped his team's cause. Cuts the lead back to 11. But, you know, there's only 3 games coming into tonight. We showed you the standings at the top of the show. 3 games separate first place, Kentucky, and 9th place, which is a tie between Alabama and Georgia at 7-7. So, I mean, you get hot at the right time in Nashville, you never know. Briscoe, layup. You can't give a layup with 4.
They were in such a great rhythm, and then now 2 games in a row where they just seem out of sorts offensively. And that Mississippi State game in particular, I was waiting for them to play. Oh my gosh, what a pass. Never mind.
Kentucky actually had its biggest lead of 23. Number 23 hits a 3. Kentucky going for its 36th straight win at Rupp Arena. Last team to beat him here is Briscoe.
He's back on top.
Oh, what an athlete. He has game-changing athleticism and some switching out front. Now Jones on Ulis. Good pass.
Briscoe with his first 3 is
Grab a lot of rebounds. And you know, I think getting stronger. Labissiere is one guy that's got to get stronger, but Lee's a junior. You know, you can't get pushed around when you've been around that long.
Final minute of the first half, 1-point lead, Aggies.
And that's coming from a guy who got pushed around for 4 straight years. Good
Briscoe, what a move.
Such a shoulder square to the basket. I think he could have gotten fouled and finished the play rather than missing it altogether. Got a switch here. Ulis needs to drive this.
Briscoe baseline with the reverse. Kentucky by 3.
And that's not a good situation for Texas A&M.
Briscoe misses the jumper but gets the rebound. Well, the ball is on a string when it's in the hands of Tyler Ulis.
On the last possession when Ulis drove on Tyler Davis, that's an example of any time they drive, they're just throwing that thing up to the rim.
Left-handed lay-in by Briscoe. Not the bonus. 6th team foul committed by A&M. So a fresh 30 now for Kentucky.
Daniel House on Jamal Murray. A little more size on him.
Caruso not in the game at the moment for the Aggies.
Two big guys, Lee and Humphreys, in for Kentucky.
Briscoe gets inside and scores.
And he's just a...
Moore backing in against Willis. Rattles out and into the hands of Murray. Up ahead, Briscoe.
Defensive transition good early in this game for Tennessee.
Baseline drive from his... Willis pushing things into the lane. And he couldn't finish, but Briscoe cleans it up.
Murray fading away. Another offensive board, the fifth for Kentucky. In the country, they rebound 39% of their misses. Ulis got free. A dish and a layup for Isaiah Briscoe. Briscoe, left hand finish. Briscoe. Another offensive rebound. Broken record, Kentucky has imposed its will on the glass on the offensive end. Willis found Briscoe. Hard foul, and he's going to the line.
A lot of important basketball, important regular season basketball to be played here across the country.
Tyler Willis with another assist.
For Derek Willis, who was the first player on the floor tonight for Kentucky.
He is their top percentage three-point shooter at 40%. And the last one gives his team a 3-point lead here early. Briscoe, nice move inside on the baseline again. And there's only 3 this half. Macon having the other. Nice move underneath by Briscoe. That's what he does best if he's going to score.
Cats in 4 minutes.
Ooh, little bump there. Look at the tip by Ulis.
Briscoe.
About in the open, shooting 56% at home in SEC play. He's got to assert himself and score going to the rim.
Briscoe got 2 offensive rebounds in this.
Limited as far as point production goes. You need guys like Armani Moore to step up.
Briscoe up and under just before.
It's right over the top of the fingertips of Derek Willis.
2 minutes into that opening 4 minutes I talked about, and the lead's been cut in half. So Tennessee's got the better of it in the opening couple of minutes. Murray and Ulis handling it out on top with 7 on the shot clock. Murray in traffic. Briscoe up and under. Now Mastella for a tie. Up and down we go. 3-on-2 Kentucky. Briscoe off the window. Block for the Wildcats. He gets it right back and goes straight up with a 3. Poitras keeps it alive for him. And a weave out on top with Briscoe, Murray, and Ulis. And it's Briscoe going to the rack.
Well, that's what Wayne Selden needs to do more of. He's not as good of a rebounder as his athleticism and his body suggest that he should be.
Ulis to the cutting Briscoe.
Well, what a great, amazing stretch for an outstanding point guard, Tyler Ulis.
Hasn't come out of the game as well. He's played all 28 minutes. Briscoe's played 27. Murray 25. Selden and Mason have played virtually the whole game for Kansas. Briscoe gets to the glass.
But Kansas can't. Well, another ball screen and a switch. And Selden took advantage of it. He had Derek Willis on him.
Briscoe with Trailer on him. Briscoe again with a drive. Blocked at the rim, but count the basket. It'll be a...
Staff worked very hard with these guys. Derek Willis having a fine last 2 weeks of the season, along with Marcus Lee, and we'll see Scal Labissiere tonight as well, who I think will get a lot of playing time in this game.
He played so well a couple of games ago against Arkansas, then
Sat the bench most of the way against Vanderbilt. Briscoe on a pull-up knocks it down.
They are last in the SEC in conference games with only 63 points. And
Briscoe on a pull-up mid-range from Haiti, who had such high expectations. One of the things that Coach Cal told us today is that he admits that Scal might not be ready to play the post like a traditional big man. He wants to see him take more mid-range jumpers.
Exactly. He's 6'11", long, but not really ready to be a banger in the low post. As you see, Isaiah Briscoe, 5 of them on this roster, along with Russell Woods, a junior college transfer who we've not seen tonight. You mentioned that Kevin Perrier, the freshman who leads this team in scoring, has yet to scratch tonight. That's a problem.
Briscoe, jump step, and the bucket good.
Can't allow.
In those 10 games, as a conference, the SEC has a chance to make a lot of strides.
Absolutely. It's a great point. And it's just going to be a great day of college basketball between two outstanding conferences. And again, I applaud Mark Whitworth of the Southeastern Conference and the administrators from the Big 12 of putting this, not only putting it together, but putting it together when they did.
Yes.
Kind of thinking out.
Willis and Ulis in the backcourt. Briscoe finding space underneath court.
I was watching him shoot before the game. I don't think he missed one. It was unbelievable. And right there, great range as a shooter.
Briscoe on the drive, playing a little
nice situations. Oh, wow.
Baldwin having a rough day. Briscoe rips him, and Briscoe gets the layup to go.
Nice points in the second half on Saturday against Auburn.
Well, that's been a big point of the messaging from Coach Cal of making winning plays, not just at the end of games, but winning plays to be made throughout, to put games out of reach when you have margins like this, moments like this. Give Kentucky a lot of credit for silencing this crowd as Isaiah Briscoe.
Powers turns it over. Briscoe on the break. Missed the layup. He was off balance. Scramble. Murray's got it. Ulis, nice dime. Briscoe with the finish for the Wildcats. Calipari took to social media to say he's not going anywhere. Murray on the drive. Briscoe with a nice cut and layup.
He is as good a finisher.
Boy, Bruce Pearl couldn't have scripted a better first half so far. Ulis over to Lee. Briscoe on the drive, shut off. Matthews with the feed to Briscoe, and as you pointed out, for a guard, he's...
And then a run out from the defensive rebound.
And here's Briscoe on the steal. And Kentucky on the board. Here is Newman for three, a little bit short. And Lee hands off to Briscoe. He'll take the pull-up jumper. Got it.
It's a defining class for the program because there's not a one-and-done guy probably in that group. So you've got four-year players that are going to improve.
You have four-year players. It helps your three-year plan.
53% of his makes on the season have been from beyond the arc. That one looked a lot better than the first two attempts.
That's for sure. Nice look underneath. Briscoe on the back door.
Help out Mississippi State.
Here's Murray off the mark with his opening three of this half. Marcus Lee kept it alive, though. And now Murray, the extra dish underneath the Briscoe, the guy that Sean's just talking about.
Perfect execution for the Kentucky Wildcats.
You wanted people to forget the football season, so you put a read option in there. Nice one. Good job, partner.
Yeah, and I just tell you, watching the game last night with you was a treat. Right, almost as much as watching him play as a freshman, and you think to yourself, you know what? Ben Howland's right.
Yeah.
He's got a chance.
First offensive rebound of the game.
Norris trying to chase Tyler Ulis around. Briscoe will pull up. That won't go. Another rebound by Kentucky. Oh, they're dominating the backboard here. They have now doubled up.
And what happened on the road for Alabama at Ole Miss, they gave up 15 offensive rebounds at Ole Miss here at that game. They couldn't secure some defensive stops.
Count the baskets. Briscoe at 35%. Can't convert, but hey, the way that Kentucky is rebounding, it's maybe not a bad thing when you miss a free throw. It's now 31-15 in the rebound department.
Another offensive possession. 13 offensive rebounds.
The 3.
Yeah. I was going to say, Ulis has to like the matchup. He had Norris. And he had Hall on one side.
Oh, my. Kessens. Kessens only 2 3-point attempts all year. Briscoe at the elbow.
How about his confidence?
Marcus Lee has 4. Vissier has 3 and hasn't played much at all tonight for Kentucky.
Matchup zone again, last possession. Murray got it where he wanted to, took it baseline for the jump shot.
Briscoe stops, floats, count it.
What a second half. Yeah, they now have to figure out how to win.
Yeah.
I mean, that again, once you lose a few, you get used to that, and players start questioning themselves, can they do it? That's an outstanding team, one of the finer teams in the SEC. But they'll be home against Auburn on Tuesday, so maybe they can find their way. What a second half.
Alabama just ran out of gas. Tough turnaround against a tough team.
You know, think of this, Dave. They had it within 4, second half. Coleman Coliseum was into it.
Fans in the Bayou are loving it with a minute to play and a half. Nice drive and a foul.
What an answer by
The Thunder, NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm on ESPN, also streaming live on Watch ESPN and the ESPN app.
Coach with any coach in this league right now, I agree with you. His team is not bad. They are giving in.
And Ulis is something else. Murray ahead to Briscoe. The left-handed lay-in rolls in. Moody.
Good job by Ole Miss there. Had some good help defense, created a turnover. Moody's able to get out in the open floor and find some space. Nobody does it better in this league at putting that thing in a hole. Stephen Moody getting to the basket.
You know, when Moody hit those 25 against the Wildcats last year, pushed this game to overtime, he had Jarvis Summers to help him out with the 23 as Briscoe.
The last couple of minutes. Up and under. Up and under again. He's not giving up on that, right? No.
Strong move by Savon Goodman, the junior from Philadelphia.
That's his ability. Drive the basketballs, going inside.
He has 4. Briscoe in for 2, and he returns.
Sets doing that. You got to make those free throws. Last time Kentucky lost was February 27, 2014 at home to Arkansas. And that was an overtime.
Ulis wasn't anticipating the pass. Vissier down low for Matthews to bring it out. 9 on the shot clock.
They rotate now, playing a little zone. Back to the zone they utilized in the first half. The wings are open. For them, and he made one at the end of the half as well.
He grew up right down the road from Arizona State, attending Dobson High in Mesa, Arizona. Briscoe slicing to the left hand and laid it in. Pretty move there. Jacobson, he's a lot to handle at his size.
Lost a lot of weight. Very effective down inside, but he gets deep.
On the scoop, how about the quick strike?
They won the national championship. He did a great job managing that year, didn't he?
Not a bad way to start.
And he's very much from the Rick Pitino tree of coaches.
He's posting in closer to the basket, and he was aggressive with his move.
John Calipari telling us yesterday it will take time. It's got nothing to do with skill. The expectations of Scal are way too high. Kick out. Murray puts it on the deck and leaves for Briscoe baseline, and they get another layup.
I love Briscoe. I mean, he showed a lot of problems. You see how they're going to spread you out on the offensive end of the floor because they have so many three-point shooters.
They just turned it over for the sixth time, and Briscoe makes. Ulis finds Murray for three. And another offensive rebound. This time it's Briscoe.
Through this tough time right here and trying to encourage him and be positive with the big man to get him to play his best.
Bissiere gets a block at one end, and it results in
Norman J. Billis, and we are underway. Just underway here at Pauley Pavilion. #1 Kentucky against UCLA. The first time ever that Kentucky has played in this building. They met in Chicago last year, a blowout win for the Wildcats. The Cats are 7-0. The Bruins are 4-3. And Tyler Ulis, who missed the last game for Kentucky with a hyperextended elbow, is in the starting lineup tonight for the Wildcats as Isaiah Briscoe knocks. Probably having a conversation on a level that very few other people could relate to. Two of the all-time greats.
You think Walton's watching the game?
I think Walton's watching the game. Briscoe, and they're going to count the bucket.
He is a 15 to 17-foot jump shooter. And he can really stretch a defense, make a big guy come out on the floor.
Murray gets inside, kicks it out. Ulis thought about the three.
A really nice job by Bryce Alford to keep his feet.
Briscoe the drive, switches hands and lays it in. Parker is playing with a ton of energy tonight.
Parker and also Welsh.
Briscoe baseline for the lay-in. That was a handoff to Holiday. Trailed by Ulis, got by him, around and out, and Humphries wraps up the rebound.
Good rebound by Humphries.
Well, maybe it'll have to be Ulis to try to take over the game for Kentucky. They are scuffling right now.
Look how it's packed in there. Somebody's got to make a jump shot.
Briscoe can drive
in the country into your building and play at this high a level in front of the biggest crowd you've had in this building in a while. That's got real meaning.
So Willis and Humphries now in the front court for Kentucky after Poitras fouls out and Briscoe gets to the baseline.
So what a win for UCLA. This is a program elevating win to beat the #1 team on your home floor.
One of the better on-ball defenders for Kentucky. McIntosh missed the layup, and Briscoe with the pull. Pushing tempo, Briscoe on the drive, and he puts some muscle in his hustle. Hawkins that time. Under 12 minutes to go here in the first half, and this building deafeningly silent, uncharacteristically so. All of Kentucky's buckets have come in the paint. That's where Briscoe is right now for another layup. So Illinois State hanging around, down by just 2. Matthews on the wing. Perry has gone deep into his bench in this game. But if you're just joining us, remember, Tyler Ulis not playing, missing the game because of a hyperextended elbow injury. Briscoe forces one up and knocks it down nonetheless. Illinois State turns it over, though. Matthews, good hustle, dives on the deck. And Briscoe up court for Kentucky now. Briscoe on the drive and gets the offhanded layup to go. Valley Conference, but always a special deal when you're coaching your alma mater. And Briscoe inside gets the N1. Quick trigger by Bethune-Purcell, missed everything. Briscoe with an easy one.
Brother DeMarcus, of course, played at Kentucky. Good denial inside by Perry, but there is Murray to collect the loose ball. Briscoe racing to the rim, beat 2. No kickball called. Briscoe on the steal to the rim, lays it home. McMurray off on a 3. Here's Briscoe. Briscoe right to the rim and the reverse.
And obviously, good sign to get the big fella started early in the game. And a little bit of pressure results in a takeaway. Kentucky with another bucket inside. Look at stroke. Willis keeps firing. Another miss. Briscoe found himself alone after the 7-point deficit for BU. Papali fires on the run. They hold the ball and they get it to their best player.
Wildcats play some defense. There's Yoho. Briscoe. Oh, what a pretty pull-up by J.T. Yoho. He had 18 and 11 in Wright State's opener.
Wright State has 3 players averaging 15 points a game. Yoho, of course, one of those. All-star, and Joe Thomas in the other 2.
How about that drive? Grant Benzinger out of Cincinnati.
Yeah, Moeller High School, a sophomore left-hander who can really fill it up. This is the strength of Wright State. They're an excellent three-point shooting team.
And how about the blow-by?
When he rises up, he's very difficult to contest a shot. Got good touch in the lane, does Labissiere. Just needs to get a little bit stronger.
Wow. That guy.
He once was. He came off the bench, of course, against Duke. He scored 9 points, had 7 boards, 2 blocks. He told me that those moments of athleticism.
Like about 2 minutes, as you see Billy Donlin talking to him right away. And Briscoe gets the. Murray got a hand on it as we're under 2 minutes. That time Poitras went up and took it away.
Can initiate the offense. Ingram misses for 3. Long rebound. And the Duke player's a little bit slow getting to that loose ball. Murray with the handoff and the lay-in for Briscoe.
Well, you better get a loose ball for
the Blue Devils.
Whenever you get 2 guys going after a block shot, you better block it because it's going to open up the offensive glass if you don't.
Ulis will have a huge role on this Kentucky team this year. Expected to be one of the top point guards in America. How about the reverse by Isaiah Briscoe, the freshman from.
Did a very nice job against Tyler Ulis' pressure. He kind of backed him down, got the ball to a cutting Ingram, and a terrific pass to Jefferson.
And now here's 6'9" Ingram on 5'9" Ulis. Briscoe, tough one, off balance, and it goes.
And he can make tough shots. So Kentucky's got an opportunity to be a special team defensively. If they get after it, and they got to rebound. That's the one thing that they have not done in this game. They got to get all 5 guys rebounding. But if they decide they're going to move their feet and get out and pressure, they've got a chance to be very good defensively. Just different from last year's team.
There's Murray. Got the switch. Has Plumlee on it now. Kicks it to Ulis.
Plenty of time.
Briscoe checks the clock. He'll put it up and bank it home.
Nice job not only driving the ball, but defensively he's done a nice job as well. A great job by Marcus Lee to stay in front.
It's still loose. It still belongs to Duke, but not for long. Briscoe.
Oh! Young team as Lynn hits his 2nd triple in as many attempts.
DeMond can fill it up. I'm telling you guys, Kentucky cannot let DeMond Lynn get going tonight.
I'm going to be really interested to see who Calipari puts on him tonight, because that'll tell us.
Tough pass, nowhere for Murray to go.
Really tough pass in traffic. Isaiah Briscoe with a nice steal there.
I love the way he attacks the rim.
2nd game of a back-to-back.
Long 3-pointer there as Lynn got the itchy trigger finger. And Briscoe with a pretty take. There's that strength.
First Dave Baker jinx. Say he's not making it, and then he does.
That's it. He's a fighter, though. He's going to keep shooting.
Yeah, Labissiere is 10 of 12. I've really slowed him down. Boy, how pretty is that?
3.
Under 4 minutes now. And at this point in time for the Wildcats, you're just wanting to run your stuff.
Boy, that's pretty. I'm telling you.